All right, welcome back to Duels with Kyle, the MCOC, the average MCOC guy. Today, I'll be going up against Thing. Thing is the bane of almost everyone's existence. So how can we avoid him? Or how can we beat him? First off, the easiest way to beat him is to use a bleed champ. Thing does not bleed, but you want to, the trick to Thing is to get him to not get him to 15 rock charges. And a bleed champ actually knocks him down. That way you don't knocks off a couple rock charges. That way if you play it right and you get him to bleed quite a bit, you can keep those rock charges to a minimum. And then after that you're just avoiding his specials. He's not too terrible of a champ as long as you can control his rock charges. So I'm going to use a couple champs today. I'll start off with using Killmonger. I'll show you Gwenpool, X23, depending on how many dual chips I have left. But again, overall, you'll see his rock charges slowly start to just knock down every so often with one of these champs. And that's the key to fighting Thing. Because at 15, that's when he goes unstoppable, unblockable. I mean, there's a bunch of things that he does. If he throws a special, that's what you want to avoid at all times. All right, so you notice there a couple of rock charges already went down. See if I can get a couple more to come off. There we go. Now, I'm going to not hit him as much as possible when he's blocking, because that'll actually add rock charges to him. There's a special one. And overall, he's not terrible. Oh, now he's at 14. I want to be very careful. I'll see if I can still get him. Now you notice you do notice that when he got up to 15 charges and he threw his special, that wiped away all of his rock charges. That's one way to do it, but I've always found that's kind of playing with fire. I prefer to go ahead and just beat him using bleed. It's a little bit more consistent, because if you do not get it, that's when he can mess you up a little bit. All right, let's go back. I'm using my friend in my alliance. Shout out to SF Dubs. All right, let's go ahead and use another champ. This time I'll go with old X23. And again, just using bleed, prone champs or use bleed will make your life so much better when going against them. Oh, come on. This is one instance where it did not work out. Let's see what I can do. See if I can get him to throw a special. I think he's going to take me out. Oh, yeah. And right after he threw his last special. So anyway, that's how I usually beat Thing. You can obviously see that sometimes it works. And on sub champs, that obviously if you don't get lucky enough to get somebody who does bleed a lot, then like you just saw, X23 got owned. Let's go and use one more. We'll use Gwenpool just to show. Let's use Gwenpool for this one. See if I can get Gwenpool to throw bleed. She should be able to. Her bleed is pretty consistent. There we go. There it is. So I recommend, especially for Alliance War, Oh, maybe not. For any kind of alliance war, I highly recommend bringing at least one bleed champ, just almost exclusively for Thing. It does make him a lot easier than playing with a non bleed champ. So there's how to beat Thing.